Charge of jewelry. Aminta, the shy one, hung back. I'll drape the peplos. I barely heard her add, the most important part. Aminta probably couldn't see me smile at her in the lamplight. I wished I could be friends with her and Milo, but they were so close there seemed room for no one else. My handmaids and I were all cousins to each other. At 17, they were 3 years older than I was. I bent over and held Miura's head in my hands. How shiny her eyes were. She was my friend. Mother hooked her lamp's handle on the screen behind my bed and left, saying she'd send up porridge soon. Connie waddled after her. If I didn't disgrace myself today, my loom would be moved next to Mother's, where I'd weave in her sweet company. First, the hair. Cynthia waved for me to sit on my bed. She knelt behind me, pushed my shoulders forward, and pulled my hair back with a comb, tugging on a knot. I bit back a yelp. Mayura whimpered. Am I hurting you? Cynthia yanked. I gritted my teeth. The Kinephoros is above pain. Finally, the comb glided easily. Cynthia patted the hair over my ears. Sometimes she was nice. Milo gave her the linen streamer, which would wind around my head and be plaited into a loose braid. This step was quickly accomplished. Your turn, Cynthia told Aminta. A servant carried in a tray with bowls of porridge. I directed her to put it on my low table. The others would help themselves, but I was too excited to eat. No, I told Miura, and she backed away from the food. Good dog. She wagged her tail. She was the best dog. The ceremonial peplos filled Aminta's arms, causing her to trip and narrowly miss the porridge before she spread the fabric across my bed. Let me not trip. A peplos becomes a garment when it's draped and pinned, but essentially it's a rectangle of cloth that's wrapped around the wearer. Unlike our everyday woolen ones, today's peplos was linen. Mother had woven it, so it felt as smooth as the skin of a grape. Against the cream of the fabric, dyed purple triangles marched in a line a handbreadth from the borders. I'd never worn anything so beautiful. Aminta folded it once, unequally. The longer side would fall to my ankles, the other just a bit below my waist. Lift your arms, if you please. I raised them while she wrapped the peplos around me. The fit was perfect so that the cloth didn't bunch under my arms. I'd look graceful, not hulking. Cynthia danced me with brooches that would be pinned at my shoulders. Envy could cause me to accidentally prick you, Cassandra. Only she would say such a thing, as if being Kinephoros was my fault. She inserted the pins and pulled them through the linen without even touching me. The pins were bronze, strung with pale blue terracotta beads. After I was pinned, she took a bowl of porridge and ate while reclining on her bed. Aminta wrapped a purple sash around my waist, over both folds in front and under the shorter one in the back. If I felt chilly, I could lift the back fold over my head and shoulders. Last of all, Milo fetched my jewelry for great occasions. A spiraling gold arm bracelet that ended in a tiny figure of Poseidon, god of the sea, gold earrings set with garnets, a ruby ring. None of them mattered, though. What mattered was the necklace. Holding it at arm's length, Milo carried it to me while we all recited the riddle. What is brown, tan, and sticky, heavy as gold, cheap as air, common as clouds, loved by the gods. Milo hung the string of dried figs around my neck. She intoned, First a bow, next a knot. This will hold. Or will be full of woe, I said, making up another rhyme. The necklace presented another danger. The figs symbolized a bountiful harvest and prosperity. If the necklace fell off me, Troy would have to endure famine. We loved the gods, who were kind and listened to our pleas, but were easily offended. Then they could be heartless and vengeful. We needed them for the harvest, the weather, music, happy families, so many things. My fingers turned to ice when I thought about what could happen. Milo stood back. You're so lucky.